Hello, welcome back to another video. It feels like it's been a while, but in reality I only really skipped last week's episode, but ever since then, a fair few things have indeed happened. But before we dive too deep into today's video, I just wanted to quickly talk about the fact of me skipping last week's episode. I read some comments and whatnot and thought about it myself. Even in the future, if there's not a lot of clicking and then gambling, I'm still going to make the weekly episodes because I like having them weekly, and even like I said, if it's not a ton of clicking, I still want to update you whether of how much silver I've stacked or whatever I'm up to in the game, right? So going forward, we're not going to skip any episodes, we are going to make them weekly as they have been. Yeah, before I show you the rest of that clip, and before we get into the content of today's video, if you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. Right, where were we? Yeah, didn't hit anything on the extra hammer we got either, and I never actually hit anything at all on a hammer, so I'm still waiting for that to come. But yeah, as most of you know, the goal of skipping last week's episode was to make the most out of not just the drop event, but also the EXP event to push 66. And yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I went pretty hard. I actually finished my goal from Friday the 7th until Saturday the 15th, which basically made it to where I could have probably posted the video a bit later last week, but because I said I would skip it, I basically decided to run with that, even though I probably would have liked to. Anyway, as you can probably imagine, there wasn't tons to clip from a week of straight grinding Gyfin. However, I wanted to show you that I got a duo drop, and actually not just one, I got two along the way until 66. And yeah, as you see here, I planned it out, so I'm really close to 66, and I was just going to wait for my friend that was really close as well, and we were going to hit 66 together. But this is the last footage I have of me being level 65, because I completely forgot that life skills do yield slight amounts of combat EXP, and yeah, I missed the clip for 66 because what I did is I went AFK while I was making a lot of Caphras. So yeah, I missed my level up to level 66, which sucks, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? Now, you might have questions of, you know, how much did I make in this week of grinding Gyfin? How much XP per hour were you getting? And truthfully, I could give you neither answers because I don't know how much I made an hour and I don't know how much XP I was getting in an hour. I know that the XP was in the range of anywhere from 1 to 1.4 depending on my buffs, and I was running low on buffs towards the end. Like the last 20% I didn't have any buffs basically. And in terms of money, I literally have no clue. It's like I said, right, whenever I start tracking my grinding, like how much I'm making per hour and whatnot, all of a sudden that really demotivates me, so I don't do that. But if I were to guesstimate, I'd say I'd make around 850, 800 mil. Now keep in mind there was a 50% drop rate event going on while I was doing this, so it doesn't really apply to normal drop rates, right, as I was sitting at permanent 300%. In total, if I had to guess, I probably made in the range of roughly 50 bill post-taxes. And as you know, if you watched the last episode, the goal was to see how much money I could stack during the week, already having 40 billion. And something I decided to do on top of getting all of this money, this put me in the range of 90-95 billion. I decided to actually sell my life skill gear because I really wasn't sniper hunting anything anymore. To me, I just prefer grinding. I've come to learn that over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, with all this money I had laying around, I figured I might as well do this while it makes sense. Blackstars dropped to basically, I don't know if it was min price, but they were really low in price, 116 bill, and I figured there's probably no better time than to snag one right now when the price is low, right after we have all of these hammers, right? So I decided to sell it this though temporarily, and yeah, we bought ourselves a Pen Blackstar. I don't want to give you the typical cheesy rant, but when I came back to BDO in March with my Gearlet gear, I'll show you here to remind you, I never thought I'd have a Pen Blackstar. Well, maybe if I hit it on a hammer, but yeah, I never thought I'd grind one myself. And I think I owe it a lot to these YouTube videos because these really push me on a weekly basis to want to progress, right? So I really appreciate you guys, you know, following along on my journey to see what happens. But yeah, in terms of what's next, like gear upgrade wise, I'm not entirely sure. I would like to hit my Pen Blackstar Awakening just so that I can play Awakening as well and not feel at a disadvantage compared to my Succession that is now higher AP. Because ultimately right now I would like to polish my gear for PvP a bit more so that I can enjoy that for a bit. As it is the end goal anyway, right? But more than anything, I kind of want to start learning Awakening properly which then forces me like, man, I really need to get a Pen Blackstar Awakening as well, right? So I don't feel at a disadvantage. You probably understand where I'm coming from. So yeah, with that said, I think the focus for now is going to be towards the Pen Blackstar Awakening. I don't know if I'm going to self-enhance it or how I'm going to get it yet. I haven't made my mind up. I have started tapping a bit here and there on Blackstars, but I'm not sure. I just haven't made my mind up. So we'll see what happens. While working on this Pen Blackstar Awakening, ultimately I'm going to be chipping at some other goals here and there as well, because when I do hit this Pen Blackstar Awakening, the ultimate things I want to have is 2 Pen Narcs and then either 2 Pen Dawns / Tap. I don't know how hard I'm going to go there, but I want to have those swaps around for PvP. I want to have some accuracy swaps and whatnot. But that aside, what I'm going to be working on is the Debo grind. As you see here, I did get a few belts already, and yeah, we're going to start chipping at the Debo Wrecker grind. But yeah, I think going forward, the goals of what I'm doing and what's going to be done is pretty clear, right? We're going for that Pen Blackstar Awakening and we're going for the Debo accessories. That said though, Arena of Solaris just come around. I'm new to Berserker and I really want to push and see what I can reach, right? So with that said, there might not be as much, PvE, but also I would like to ask you in that regard, do you want me to post some PvP content in the weekly episodes, or is that not of interest? Let me know down below so I know. But yeah, I think that's more or less what I had for you this time. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Until next time, peace.